First meeting, as you can see. There's Korepap, 20 years of age, as you can see. They are ranked 50 in the world, which is their best ever. And obviously a lot of withdrawals in this tournament. No Japanese players here, no Chinese players here. So hence there's quite a lot of Thais that have filled the void, including these two. Her partner, who is just a year older, Sudjaipraparat, there she is. I think we'll call her Janica for ease. Steen, if that's all right with you.
That sounds like a good idea. Sudjaipraparat.
Very good.
A little long.
I would imagine you know a bit more about the other two on the other side of the net, the two Danes, Magelund. They're ranked 41st in the world, which is just about their best. They won a few titles together, some of the smaller events, Steve.
Yeah, I think the level is on top of the European tour at the moment, but the women's doubles discipline does not have just the same depth as men's doubles and mixed doubles, so there's a chance for some of the younger women's doubles pairs and newer pairings to play at the bigger events here, and that's of course a really good chance to develop the Danes, currently ranked 3rd in Denmark women's doubles, behind BWF Poulsen and Thyssen Forgaard. Maybe they're actually ranked equal with Boye and Poulsen. An argument can be made for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Magelund and Ravn, Denmark. And on my left, Korepap and Sudjaipraparat, Thailand. Magelund to serve, Korepap, love all, play.
So Magelund serving first.
1, love.
Well, good positive start from the Danish duo.
Look.
Good to see the service variation as well there.
3, love. 4, love.
Danes lost last week in the Yonex Thailand Open. Lost the first round to Isohi and Shin Sung-chan from Korea, so
Love.
nothing much to be said about that. Whilst Chenicha and Chastity, they lost to their compatriots, Chongjai and Kiti Harakun.
Yeah, who potentially
Service over.
the winners of this match
1,
will face.
5. Service over. 6, 1.
And here in women's doubles, at this level, which is sort of like
7, 1.
top European tour, top Asian tour, but just making their way into the World Tour. At this level, it could actually be an advantage to play the far side of the court, where you play with the drift, where your attack gets a little bit extra bite,
Service
and it can
over.
be difficult for the opponents
2,
to get the correct length on
7.
their shot if they're a little bit off balance. That was also my initial thought, that it was going wide, but I think it might have drifted in, so Ravn did well
Service
to
over. 8,
play it,
2.
I think.
Yeah, if you don't know, you can't really leave it, or you shouldn't.
No, and judged from the previous 10 rallies, the Danes have an 80% advantage, and I'm not 80% sure that it was going to be wide, that shot there, so it was much better to play on.
That's well out.
Yeah.
9,
Much rather have a look in that side of the court where the sideways drift takes it out. Sideways drift left to right for new viewers. Drift alongside the court from the Danes towards Chenicha and Chastity. Wide. That was a bit lucky, because I think Ravn thought that Magelund was going for it, and then he thought, hey, that might be mine. And then it was all too late, but Danes were in luck.
Onto that very, very
11,
quickly,
2.
Emily Magelund, and it's been a very profitable first 4 or 5 minutes for her and Ravn. They lead 11 points to 2 at the interval.
Det er også rigtig, rigtig godt. Og vi er hurtigt med at catche, og vi sætter lidt fart i den med det samme. Vi er en smule i tvivl, ikke også? Så skal du bare spille den med god fart. Ja?
Ja, det er bare vigtigt, at de der løft, de løfter på kortet, så jeg kommer nogle gange lidt for langt tilbage, og så sådan,
Ja.
skal frem.
Så skærer du den bare,
Ja.
fordi det er ikke for, at det er jo ikke for, at de river den kryds, og du
Nej,
så
det-
skal helt ned og hente den, ikke også? Så det handler
fungerer
mere om, at vi
helt
hele tiden
godt,
bevæger, bevæger os frem i bolden.
4, 1,
Når du kommer
20 seconds.
luften hen til,
20
du stå der,
seconds.
fordi lige nu har de ikke den der.
Nej, det er også det, de kan ikke stå der bare i kvar, men lige nu.
11, 2. Play.
Good interception. One of the things the Danes talked about, of course, they were quite satisfied with the way the match had unfolded so far, but that was that Ravn was alert that
Service
sometimes their opponents were playing too short, and she was actually too far behind the shuttle. Very good to be aware of that, so that they could make a plan for what to do.
Service
Well,
over.
at the moment, it looks as though there's a bit of a gulf in
3.
class between these two pairs. Ty's just being picked off almost at will.
This time, Ravn with the interception.
14-3.
I think if you're not used to playing in these large arenas, then it can be surprising for you as a player when the shuttle suddenly arrives a bit faster on your court. It will, if you have the correct length, it will indeed if you are playing a little bit short. So you have to speed up the process of your hitting process, so to speak. You don't have that much time, and that means that if you are in trouble, then you have a big risk of staying in trouble throughout the rally.
Rare miscue
Service
from
over.
Magelund.
4.
They're doing a good job of varying the serve though, the two Danish girls.
On court 2, men's single, Pranoy HS from India versus Jonathan Christie from Indonesia.
Yeah. Magelund has played a couple of matches more than Ravn in here because she's also playing the mixed doubles with Nicholas Moore. Has been eliminated though from this tournament, lost to Ranky Reddy and Punapa yesterday in a close 2-game match. But perhaps a little bit more aware of the playing conditions.
On court 3, women's double, Vibala Herrera and Margot Lambert from France
Hold.
versus
Service
Laksika
over.
Galahan and
16.
Aditya from Thailand.
It's very very lopsided.
Umpire
First
Wahyana
game
from
here.
Indonesia.
Excellent start from the
Service
Danes.
Emmanuel Kabuisle from
Service
Botswana.
over. 6-16. Seven, 16.
Dispatched by
Service
Ravn.
over. 17.
They've won
7.
5 titles together as a pair, all in 2019, Ravn and Magelund. Irish Open, Scots Open, Swedish Open, and a couple of internationals in the Netherlands and Poland.
Good smash across the body of player
18,
Cross Janica
7.
Sudjaipraparat.
Nineteen, 7.
Well, a bit of good fortune, but I think it would have made any difference anyway in this opening game. They're just a couple of points away from securing.
That's good play by
Service
Janica.
over. 8, 19. Nine, 19, change.
makes the points for Janica and Chastity to make the scoreline a little bit more respectable here in the first game.
Pity, because they played the point pretty well till that moment.
Over 20, game point 9. Out. Service over 10, 20.
So still 10 game points.
Game.
Didn't take more than, what was that, about 10 or 11 minutes, I would reckon. Rather outclassed Chesney and Janica there by Amelie Magelund and Ravn. And there's going to have to be a massive reversal of fortunes if this is going to change in the second game. Just 11 minutes then, 21-10, Danish duo in front.
Står vi i højre felt her, så går første def igennem midt, hvis vi overhovedet kan. Okay? Ellers er det max mod singlelinjen. Vi skal være bevidste om, at vi ikke bare kan køre sådan. Ellers den vej igennem, så vi står sådan klar. Ikke? Fra den modsatte side igen, lige eller ind igennem midten. Stop boldene, de skal have noget ekstra. Og vi skal passe på med at gå den der vej. Ja, eller gå ind. Også. Ja. Lad os lige se, om de, når vi angriber, har den helt korte opsamling. Ellers er de... I vores angreb. Vi forventer, at vi skal være skærpet her, altså, og at der kommer lidt mere for dem. Hende med, uden knibling. Hun bliver noget mere aggressiv til sidst. Ja, så skal vi lige være opmærksom på, at når hun kommer, så vil hun også gerne trykke fremad og så videre. Ja? Ja.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
Ja.
Second game. Love all. Play.
So more of the same. What's the message, presumably, to the two Danish women?
Yeah, there was a lot of discussion about how to deal with the drift. And what they expected would come from their opponents, and I can say that we are significantly better in the Thailand names than Coach Kenneth Jonasson. He's given up on it and just referring to the player with the knee strapping and the player without knee strapping.
Okay, as good as any system.
Service over.
Yeah.
1-0.
I don't feel we can do the same. That would be rude.
A little disrespectful, yes.
Yeah.
But they need a massive improvement from somewhere, the two Thai women, if they're going to have any chance of getting back into this.
Yeah, but now they get help from the drift, and that was what the Danes, they were alert to. They know that it's going to be tougher in this second game here, and they've got to be very aware of the sideways drift. So most of the defense, if they can, will be directed through the middle from the right-hand side of the court and straight, or through the middle from the left-hand side of the court.
Oh.
Of course, there will be situations where they're under so much pressure that we'll have to go with. You see, there's the sideways drift. Sometimes you simply can't avoid playing a certain area of the court because the opponents have played well.
That's That's lovely placement.
4.
Very delicate touch as well from Magelund.
Good interception.
5, 2.
Chesney Korepap, a player with the knee strapping. Service info for Kenneth Jonathan. That's well played by Janica, and that was exactly what the Danes also discussed, that she was starting to get more aggressive or get more on the attack towards the end of the first game, so they expected that that might continue, and indeed that was the right call. So the job for Magelund and Ravn is to see if they can counter that somehow.
4, 5. Service over. 6, 4.
Well, they certainly look a little more competitive in this second game, the two ties, than they did in the first. No answer to that though from Janica.
Seven, 4.
Oh, they did everything right there, Chesney and Janica.
8, 4.
Everything bar win the point.
Yeah. This is where, from a Thailand perspective, if you can get on the attack and feel that you can hit the inner of the tram lines and the right side of the court, from our perspective here, then you can put a lot of pressure on the Danes, because they can't really go straight with the defense as they discussed in the in the interval between game 1 and 2. So the net player can cover the mid area and hopefully intercept.
Well, good to see them enjoying themselves, albeit they'd like a slightly different look to the scoreline.
Great.
Service over.
Alertness by Magelund.
Service over. 6, 10.
So a handy little lead at the mid-game interval, 11 points to 6. Magelund and Ravn in control, it appears, and heading for the last 16.
Ikke også? hvis vi kan. Eller dem her, hvor vi går ind over den, hvor den dør foran dem, også genial, men de er begyndt at smash, og så sætte sig ned, og så være klar til at komme bort på nummer 2. Okay? Det er stadigvæk primært halven, vi spiller. Altså forstå med, at vi skal bevæge os hen til bolden. Det er det primært. Stadigvæk netspilleren af, når vi er meget langt tilbage. Lad dem lige lave den der stopbold. Men især vores tredje bold, de skal virkelig som bagspiller. Han har bydet, ikke også, fordi at...
11-6.
So, can the two Danes finish the job here?
Yeah, I think they can. They were discussing that it's still primarily the hole they're playing, so the game plan is tailored more to the hole than to their opponents. And that's actually very often the case in very windy stadiums. I wouldn't classify this as extremely windy, but there's a drift, and for relatively unexperienced players on the World Tour, it's a good way to experience it, because it's not ridiculous as it is in especially Singapore is known for very, very severe drift, where you basically only play the drift. You basically don't really care who you're playing as an opponent. It's of course not totally true, but you're basically only trying to master the stadium. Well left by Ravn there.
Service over. 13-7.
Ooh, behind the back save by Korepap.
Service over.
Ended up winning her the
13.
rally.
Always get a lot of satisfaction from that. Well, from the sublime to the ridiculous,
Service
really.
Over. 48. 15-8. Service over. 9-15.
Just too many unforced errors from
16.
Chesney and Janica. And to give Magelund and Ravn credit where it's due, they've been very solid so far. As the winning line veers into view.
$17-9. 18, 9.
They're going to challenge that, I think.
Challenges.
Not sure they're going to have any joy with it, mind, but I guess Ravn was relatively close. She expected to hear a call, but he might have caught the line this. Pulled in. Well, it was a very good challenge, wasn't it? Just missed.
Correction, out. 19, 9. Play.
So at least they've reached double figures now in both games, ties. It's a measure of respectability for that. Well, I think Magelund was going to play that, then changed her mind, and in the end gave her partner no chance. Yeah, then left it. Sorry, would be the exchange there, I think. Shouldn't make any difference. Wild, and that's 9 match points
over
for the
20.
Danish pair.
Match point 11. Service over 12-20.
Just a stand execution in all probability. Good call to go for the flicker
30,
on the serve there.
20.
That surprised their opponent a little bit. So 2 match points saved, just the 7 to go. And that'll do it. And in double quick time too, 21 points to 13 in that
Match won by Magelund and
second game, having won the first comprehensively as well.
13.
Just a difference in class really. It was self-evident pretty much from the first point to the last, which was that one. Didn't waste any time either, did they? 29 minutes is all it took. 21-10, 21-13 is the score. Well, we've got plenty more action for you to enjoy. So join us after the break. Jill Clark and Morten Frost will be here, and there'll be the chance to see the men's number 2 seed, Chao Tien Chen. Till then, don't go away.